The Jamar Chase Triple Crown drawing has been a long time coming, so I'm excited to finally be working on it. But first, the spit. Why, Jamar? To everyone in the whole entire world, don't spit on people. It's disgusting, and it's never an option. All right, let's get to this drawing. We all know that Jamar Chase is one of the greatest wide receivers that ever lived. But the first thing that stands out to me is his power. While he has all of the change of direction ability, speed, and play stamina to turn a short play into a long house call, it's his undeniable strength that separates him from other receivers. He's like a wide receiver in a running back's body, and his strength begins with his foundation. If you haven't noticed, Jamar has legs like a He-Man figure. If you're not old enough for that reference, don't worry, I got you. Jamar's physique is ridiculous. He's got every muscle you could possibly want, and he is not a finesse receiver. He can run around and through you. These lines are looking good, guys. It's time to start working on the color. Let's talk a little bit about Burrow while we start working on this color. Joe's story is a fascinating one. In his rookie season, he tore every L in his knee. He tore his ACL, MCL, PCL, and a partially torn meniscus. And somehow, he came back the next year and made it all the way to the Super Bowl. And then in his third season, he was one game away from in the Super Bowl. It seemed like the Bengals were poised to become the Chiefs' new arch rival. But then it all went south. In 2023, we had the dreaded calf strain in preseason. And then eventually he had a ripped up wrist, which ended his season in week 11. It would be the second season-ending injury in his first 4 years. In 2024, he played all 17 games, set statistical passing records, but went 9-8 and failed to make the playoffs for the second straight year. Then this season, they start out 2-0, and then Joe rips up his toe and misses 9 weeks of the season, and the Bengals end up out of playoff contention again for the third straight year. Here's an interesting part to me. Last year, when Burrow's passing stats were on fire, the narrative was that the Bengals defense ruined his season. And while the defense's stats were really bad, this was one of those situations where I feel the numbers didn't tell the whole story. The Bengals were in a lot of tough games last year against some really great teams. And many times, it wasn't the defense that failed them in those close games. There were bad interceptions, there were bad sacks taken, there were fumbles on snaps, there was fumbles from the running backs, there was terrible missed field goals at the end of games. There were close games that weren't lost by the defense, but by the offense putting the defense in really bad situations. And maybe we saw it happen again this season when the Bengals lost to the Bills in a game that they dominated until Joe Burrow threw 2 interceptions in a row at the end of the game. I'm not questioning Joe's greatness. And yes, the team would win more if the defense was better. No question. I'm not blaming Burrow for the losses. I just feel like the defense gets a disproportionate amount of the blame because it's easy. It's easy to blame them with their historically bad stats. But for the rest of the season, I'm watching these games closely to see what happens, especially games like this last one against the Ravens, where the offense scored 0 points. It'll be interesting to watch because usually it's always, most of the time, an exciting game. This drawing is just about done. Guys, I'm happy about how this Jamar Chase Triple Crown drawing came out. We got the triple crowns. We got Jamar in the white tiger colorway. We got, zoom in on these thigh pads. First of all, have you ever noticed that some guys have numbers and names in their thigh pads? I noticed that, but what I didn't notice is that on Jamar Chase, his says Uno. I never knew that. Apparently, I researched it, and his nickname, or his self-proclaimed nickname, is Uno. I guess that's also a tribute to Chad Ocho, another great Bengal receiver. I never knew. Interesting tidbit. So I didn't do the Uno part, but I got the one in there on the thigh pads. We got Jamar. He wears the scrunchy socks. We got the scrunchy socks. We got the Nike foam posits. This was fun. And I am so happy, even though it took me about 3 weeks to finish this drawing. I'm so happy with how it came out. I appreciate you guys for watching. I will be back again very soon, guys. My fantasy football season is over. I hope yours continues on. Good luck, everybody. Much love and peace.